What's poppin', people? This podcast is brought to you by American Express. Being an Amex member means I'm always looking forward to the next time I can go see one of my favorite artists. Like I just saw Lil Wayne at the Apollo Theater just a few nights ago. I love a good live show in the summer because there's nothing like those songs that stick to your ribs during the best time of the year. And with Amex, it's not about if you see your favorite band in concert or artist, but when. American Express. Don't live life without it. This podcast is brought to you by American Express. You're a member when there's always a show to look forward to. American Express. Don't live life without it. What's poppin', people? This episode of Say Less with Kaz, Loki, and Rosy is brought to you by Mickey D's. All the best nights out always end with a bite from Mickey D's. Now, I know when I'm going out with my people and we get into a full car of what you want that breaks out in the middle of my whip, the Mickey D's drive-thru is just the right amount of chaos I'm always looking for before we end the night. Everyone's got their own Mickey D's moments. Go on and make more delicious memories. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Come on, Rosy.
What's poppin', people? Welcome back to another episode of Say Less with Kaz.
Yo.
Low-key.
What's poppin'?
Low-key, not Loki.
Loki.
Low-key and Rosy.
I'm going to start talking to you like I'm like Thor Odinson.
You're high as fuck, bro. Like, he's just so fucking high.
He's just tired.
It's a
combination of exhaustion.
He's delusional right now.
Yeah. Huh?
He's delusional.
Is this a Prime Cast episode? Man.
It's that old-fashioned Kaz.
These be my favorite episodes,
Just leave the
though.
bottle over here.
Like, these be my favorite episodes because, like, it's here. I love the comfort of Bleecker Trading. And it's always, like, at the end of the fucking week of, like, doing mad shit. So I feel like I feel extra laid back today. So that's why I look so tired. I'm tired, too. So it's a layer of tired.
Do your tired pose.
And it's a picture, and there's no sound to it.
Right.
But you know the exhale she let out was like,
you just gotta push through it, man. You just gotta push through it.
We've had those days. We've had those days.
We all have those days.
Especially like my first, maybe like my first job or something.
Yeah.
Where I was like, I just did, look at this.
Look at this lady. Look at this woman. She has given it her all.
She was the one cooking the sandwiches. That's why they were so fire.
That came out during the sandwich era?
Yes. This is that era, bro. This is that era. This is Michael Jordan being held up by Scottie Pippen after the flu game, bro.
This was iPhone 1 release.
It's literally not.
You heard?
This is
an iPhone release.
She pre-wrapped some sandwiches and was handing them shits out to all these fucking crackheads, bro. Like, she's okay.
Listen.
I wonder how she's doing today.
I hope she's doing better, yo. I really am. I think about this lady way often than I should, yo.
Yeah, this is creepy.
Like, whatever this woman was going through.
I mean, an elderly black lady standing on her feet for 12 hours is not ideal.
Bro, this photo like makes me question everything about this country I love and hate, yo.
This is the photo that makes you question
this is the photo, yo.
This is what did it.
This is it.
This is what did it.
This is it, yo.
Yeah,
I don't think you understand how crazy people were over Popeyes chicken sandwiches.
Bro, that shit was trash.
We were there.
That shit was not good.
Bro,
it was really good.
People lost their minds for chicken.
Hey, because niggas are crazy.
But let me ask you
and
why.
This poor woman.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
What? This poor woman looked like she just came out of Nam, bro.
Was this like? Would you blame the craze on marketing or just people being followers? And like it took one person to be like, "Yo, it's so fire."
No. One Popeyes is a a big ass staple. So anything they do, you're gonna get a lot of traction. Apparently, this sandwich was second to none. So yeah,
it was like Jordan sneakers you could eat, bro. It was like Jordans you could eat. like people were putting in like pre-orders.
This is true.
On a sandwich, bro.
I couldn't get craze.
I couldn't try one of those sandwiches for like 3 weeks because they were sold out.
The craze was of course. But
anytime I think
that shit died down quick though.
Of course, but that's why I question everything about this country, man.
A chicken sandwich should not make you question everything about this country. There's a lot more things that I could put on a list that makes you question this shit about this country.
But sometimes it's as simple as a chicken sandwich.
What does it make you question?
It makes me question how easy we can all just be crazy about something. Like literally anything.
You've never seen any craze like this.
Not like this. Not over a sandwich.
Not over something edible.
Like this.
Over food.
Over food?
Yeah.
Like it's the reason why countries want to bomb us, bro. Huh? Like, it's literally the reason why countries want to bomb us. Like that right there. Like people have,
there's a couple other reasons too.
But that's a big reason right there. Like
we waste food.
We're such a greedy, wasteful. I gotta have it. Get out of my way.
That's why we lead the world in obesity. Yeah, of course.
We lead the world in shootings and obesity. What a great thing to lead the world in, yo.
It's America, bro.
God damn.
Like, this ain't nothing new to us.
This is America.
This is not nothing new to us, bro.
A Popeyes employee in Columbia,
I'm gonna tell you what else though that I like about that you know a sandwich hits when it comes in a bag.
Yeah, that's true.
The best sandwich I ever had was it was
Chick-fil-A shit come in a bag too.
Aluminum. I know, but Chick-fil-A.
All right, I'm just saying.
Chick-fil-A, we know Chick-fil-A is like this. Chick-fil-A is like the Air Force One, yo.
There it is.
It's
Hey,
like we
I
understand.
love that.
It's like
And
we
Popeyes,
know it's the classic.
Popeyes the black Air Force One.
No.
No. No, that's not the energy
I saw what you
Popeyes
did there,
gives.
but no. I saw what you did there, but no.
No.
I'm glad you caught that connection.
Odell did.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you for that.
First of all,
What?
like speaking of black and white Air Forces, some dude the other day was telling me he brought backup in case I got crazy on him. He's like, yeah, I brought them just in case you got crazy. And I was like, they're both wearing white Air Force Ones. I'm not scared of them.
Wait.
If they was wearing black Air Force Ones.
This is, all right, I need context.
It was just context. It was just
That
a friend of mine
wasn't
that met up with me, and, and then we started like fake arguing.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, see if I smack you right now. He's like, that's why I brought my boys with me. And I look at his boys, and I'm like, I'm not scared of them.
Because they're white. They had
Because
white
they
Air
are
Force.
white Air Force Ones.
If they had black. So you call them pussy.
I would have never, yeah.
Oh, okay.
If they had Black Force energy or Black Forces on, I would have never fucked with them.
You
I was
said
like,
black force energy.
That's wild. That's wild how that became a thing, though.
because it's true. I'm scared of those people.
Like, who the fuck wears black Air Forces?
Here's the thing:
Like,
the black
who?
Air Forces got to be crunchy. Like if they crunchy,
Nigga, they could be crisp
Because the
or
thing about
crunchy.
the
I'm like,
white-
this man does crime.
The thing about the
No,
white,
but see, the thing is, like, if the black Air Force One is just so healthy and clean, whatever the case is, like, that means you had intentions to
Right.
go into Foot Locker, seek them out, come outside, and scare the living shit out of everybody.
Okay, I see
but
that.
see, white Air Forces, people they don't want to scuff
But
them.
this
They don't
is-
want to,
You're
they're
not
not
supposed
scary.
to.
But here's the thing:
That's what I'm saying. I'm not scared.
I think
I don't
now,
know, man. I'm not scared of you.
I think the way you explained it, like now, like yes, it's a very deliberate attempt to look intimidating wearing black Air Forces.
Because that narrative has been a thing for
Because now the narrative is here,
yeah.
right?
The narrative is on the table.
I just remember like when I was a kid and I was
We never thought about it like that.
But all the crazy motherfuckers I knew in life, all the really fucked up people I've ever met, at one point in life, I saw them wear black Air Force
I'm not
Ones.
gonna lie, guys.
Beat the fuck up
I've
ones,
been
too.
around some crazy motherfuckers that had
That
clean.
had it on, so-
No, clean white ones. There's some crazy motherfuckers that have been doing some shit
Okay.
with the whitest of white.
I was wearing black Air Forces for a while.
Yeah.
Bro, like,
In, like,
you
middle
look like an avid black Air Force Ones wearer.
It won't wear everything at the time.
That is true.
I mean,
You know what?
Black,
That was.
black hasn't changed since then.
Did any of y'all ever go to private school or anything like that where you had to wear a uniform or something?
Yeah, I went to private
Who?
school from.
You?
I went to private school. I used to live in Plainfield.
And this is why you wear white Air Forces. You see what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying like
all adding up.
privileged.
Yes.
not
Okay.
even not about the privilege. I'm just talking about the wearing the uniform bit, right? You had to wear a uniform.
Oh yeah, we had to wear a uniform, but we had like
Did y'all have like
loafers.
specialized shoes that you had to
We had
wear?
to wear loafers.
Okay.
Yeah, we had
Y'all never
loafers.
had nobody that wore like black Air Force Ones with their uniform?
I mean, Plainfield wasn't the best place to grow up in, but
Right.
nah, like if you did, you could get in trouble.
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah, that's how strict they were.
Okay.
It was a
all
Catholic
right.
school.
Nah, we definitely had some people that would like.
No,
We had we
I
had
get
the
it, I get
diesels.
it.
Remember the diesels?
Yeah, I remember those.
We had the diesels, the black Air Forces, and Wallabies. Yes, the Wallabies were like the.
We used to wear. So when I transferred, when we moved to South Brunswick, I went to South Brunswick High School. So every Friday, because I played ball,
Okay.
we had to wear like khakis.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You had to
button-up
dress up
shirts.
on game day.
We had to be tight.
Okay.
I would either have the diesels on,
Okay.
or the Wallabies.
Okay.
Yeah. So like that was we couldn't wear sneakers.
I was in ROTC.
That's when we traveled. I'm
The,
sorry.
the
That's when
Wallows,
we-
the
yeah.
Wallows was huge in Staten Island. Like
Nah, Wallabies was huge in Jersey, too.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they in Staten Island, like Wallabies were treated like
Yeah,
Jordans.
if we had
for a
away
good
games,
minute.
we had to dress up in khakis and button ups.
Yeah, damn.
Home, we could wear whatever fuck we want.
I was in ROTC every Friday. I was wearing a uniform
Yeah.
with them stupid ass shoes. Them
ROTC.
shiny.
ROTC. That's why you're so big.
Yeah, I was about to say I didn't know you did ROTC. Wow, that's right.
What the
No, like
fuck
diesel.
does that
I
mean?
was about to say,
That's-
like, yeah.
I could tell, like, not for nothing. ROTC.
That
like,
was high school, also.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but you know,
How's your pull up?
still
You do
carries.
pull ups? You can do
I
pull ups
don't do
really well.
pull-ups.
You do push-ups?
No.
I can do push-ups.
How many push-ups you
No,
do
push
right
ups easily. Pull ups are a different beast.
How many push-ups you
pull-ups-
do right now?
I'm not. My upper body's not that good. It's not that crazy.
now? It's not.
Yeah, pull ups have gotten harder for me.
I can't. Yeah, I can't do push-ups. I can do like I can do 50 push-ups.
The only
right
time
now.
I know I'm in shape is when I can do like 5 clean pull ups. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm taking care of myself this week.
Yeah.
But like, you know, what I'm saying?
This week,
Like when I get like
This
5
week I
clean
got it.
ones, I'm like,
Next
ooh,
week
I
I'm
feel
right.
good. You know what I'm saying? I've been eating good lately. But
yeah, my upper body's
stupid.
trash.
when I like miss the gym for too long and I try to hit like one of them
I
struggle
mean, but
pull ups.
it's not by choice. It's like, you know, because you're moving around so much. But yeah, I remember when you had the in-home trainer. I'm like, look at this nigga.
yeah, he was
Like, I'm getting into
he was
it.
worth it
Yo,
though.
remember when we
Niggas
called
like
him out?
recording that shit
No,
every day.
remember
He
when we
was
called
worth
him
it,
out,
though.
and then he started putting his shit on private on his post.
Niggas was killing him.
When I
Niggas
started
was
calling
smoking
him
my
out,
boots.
Nigga
Nah,
was
because you know what it
smoking
is,
you.
yo.
Nigga had a time.
You know what it is,
He had a
yo.
time alone.
Let me tell you, son. Let me tell you.
trying to work it out. You trying
Trying
to
to
get
work out.
brolic.
Get the fuck
As
outta
if I'm
here.
trying
Nah.
to kick knowledge.
I want to
ass
say,
to the
what was
gym,
it? What was it about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago? I hired a personal trainer, right? Because I was trying
I think that's when you first moved into your crib.
Just moved to Jersey.
Yeah.
Just moved to my new crib in Jersey, and you know, the family was expanding. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna, you know, fall out of shape just because all these changes are happening. So I was like, fuck it, I will stay in shape. I hired the trainer, and I'll tell you, man, the only thing that sucks about staying in shape is that sometimes it's fucking boring. It's boring as fuck
No,
trying to
it's
stay in
not.
shape.
It's not
Sometimes.
boring until you.
No, it's not.
It's not boring.
You know what it is with people?
So with me, I wanted to get a personal trainer. So not only would I work out, but like I got to do activity. I got to box. I got to play ball. I got to do something.
And that nigga disrespected you.
What?
Come on, man. Let's go. One more.
He
one
wasn't
more.
like that. He wasn't like that.
You know who was like that? What's his name?
Purcell?
So
I saw that. I saw
Purcell.
you.
So Purcell's studio is down the block from Apple Music on 14.
Okay.
So he saw me one day. He was like, "Yo, Lo, you know, good to see you." This, that, and the third. He's like, "What you doing these days?" I'm like, "Oh, I just come from work." He was like, "Yo, you working out?" I'm like, "No, not really. Like, I just do my little push-ups." He's like, "Yo, come by the studio. You know, I give you a free one-on-one training."
Okay.
I was like, normally Niall would be like, "Fuck out my face. I'm going to Saturdays."
Okay.
But I was like, "Yo, nah, let's try something different."
Okay.
I get to the gym. And this nigga's just like working, like just doing all types of shit I've never heard of.
Okay.
Just, like niggas stretching my core, make me reach for the sky,
Yeah.
hold this position.
Called stretching.
No,
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta
just like,
stretch,
no,
bro.
not even that. I'm just talking about within the workout.
Okay,
Like different
okay.
shit. Then he was like, all right, you want to get on the treadmill? I was like, yeah, I got this. He was like, all right, you got to run for 30 seconds at this pace.
Mm-hmm.
I surprised myself.
Okay.
And he looked at me, he was like, you're in better shape than you think you are.
Okay. You are a medical marvel.
And
This is
from
true.
that day forth, I'm like, I'm never going back to the gym.
Why? Why would you not go back?
Because you told me I'm in better shape than because I thought I was
He
in
was
horrible
gassing
shape.
you to come back.
I still feel good. But he was talking shit to me. He was like, nah, get in this position. Nah.
Yeah.
It's like this. Nah.
Well, he's trying to motivate you.
No, I get it. But like that's the thing about exercising. Like they low key are disrespecting you. Just
But
to push you.
that's the thing though, man. Like
push you.
when a lot of people going through fitness journeys right now and trying to stay in shape as they get older, if they're all in your mid 30s or late 30s or whatever, like after a while, like it gets so boring, right? Like just okay, here I go, gotta run on this treadmill, gotta go
do some push-ups, gotta do some pull-ups.
So I was like, fuck it. All right, you know what? I'm just going to spend that little extra money just so I could just like stay
agile and just
not
move
even
on.
just agile, but just fucking interested, right? Like,
okay.
you know what I'm
So
saying?
just-
So I was
yeah.
like, fuck it. I'm going to hire this motherfucker to teach me how to box, teach me how to, you know, the Muay Thai, the pads, all that type of shit. I'm thinking I'm killing shit, right? Like, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. So he used to tape all my shit, right?
I already know where this shit is going.
He used to tape all my joints.
I'm killing shit. No, the fuck you not.
And there's something, let me tell you, man.
Yo,
let me tell you
anytime
something.
Cass disguises does anything athletic, it's funny
Let me
as
tell you
fuck.
something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. So when you're working out, right? Like, there's nothing that feels better then like when you first put those gloves, I don't know what it does to your mind, yo. But when you first put gloves on and you about to hit something,
You feel like a professional.
you just get an extra bounce in your step, right?
As an athlete, that's how.
Not even as an
that-
athlete, just a regular ass person. So the trainer will give you the simplest
Combos.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what you're supposed to do. I mean, like,
But the sound it makes, I don't know what it is about the
exhilarating.
sound. You think you are fucking
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor. Like you think you are
One of
the
them
Tank
ones.
Davis.
Yeah.
You think you killing shit.
Right.
So you start recording yourself, and I'm like,
This nigga look back at that game footage. He's like, oh, we got
The
a lot to work on.
highlights. The highlight reel.
The highlights. They weren't highlights.
and then, now that I know I'm being taped, I'm trying to put extra. I'm like, I'm gonna be extra crisp, so I know that my shit gonna look, because when I post this
Niggas
shit,
out paying.
niggas gonna be like, yo, you should show, yo, you should look good. son.
This nigga out here looking like Meek
Never
Mill.
happens.
That nigga was looking like Meek Mill in the gym.
Anytime anybody who is not a professional boxer
Yeah.
posts any sort of glove work on it,
You'll never catch me
all
posting any
you
kind of
get
glove work.
will be fucking what Frank Luke. What's Tony Atlas's and like every single person you follow on your social media instantly becomes a boxing trainer, yo. Instantly. Everyone's like, your left and your jab, you got to do this.
That's what happens when you post any workout video.
Yes.
That's why I always put at the
anything,
bottom.
See, that's why I didn't post. I didn't post.
No,
I just
at the-
posted the picture.
At
Bro,
the bottom,
look at
I
my boy
post.
Stephen A, man. He's just trying to stay in shape. Like, he ain't trying.
Kaz, that was you?
He's just trying to. Nah, I was way better than that. That shit is crazy.
Yo,
I was
Kaz
way better than
and
that.
Stephen A. Smith would be the funniest fucking sparring match.
I'm telling you, every time I post a workout video at the bottom, I'm like, no unsolicited advice.
Please. It's 10 times worse for you.
Or just lock the comments.
No, because I'll post it on my stories most of the time.
Oh, yeah,
and
so
then
that's different.
people are like, oh, your legs down. I didn't fucking have a trainer with me.
Yo, I didn't ask you.
Oh, you want to get some real assholes in your DMs? Go to Top Golf, yo. Go to Top Golf. Go take one swing in Top Golf and watch.
Go to Top Golf.
Watch how many
but nigga,
people.
I know I'm trashing
you
that
got to
shit.
stick in this and this and that.
the
Like,
fuck
shut
up.
the fuck up.
I'm having
Nigga,
fun.
I'm here for the drinks, for the pizza, and just to swing this
I was going
fucking...
here to just have a good
Yeah,
time.
I'm
I'm not
just
taking
clown.
woods.
Like, I'm here to clown with my
Dumb.
niggas. Like, get out of here, bro.
Oh man, everybody turns into an expert when you post anything athletic on social media. yo.
Anything.
But
It's
fuck
not-
it.
it's shit. Like, don't even get started on hip hop shit.
Well,
my
that's
No, because
that's more acceptable though. Like
because
you
it's
can-
debatable.
Because it's open. It's,
subjective. Yeah,
fucking
okay, all right.
subjective
No,
as
you're-
hell.
yeah, you're
You know
right.
what I mean? Like
You're right.
it's like
What
all
you're doing is,
I
like,
could take,
actually-
I could take a fucking unsolicited fucking point of view on somebody's song because it
Right.
made them feel
Right.
something that I may not have felt.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Who the fuck are you to tell me if my jab is in it? I'm like, what the fuck have you done? Who the fuck are you? Like, all right.
So you're in the WBC weight.
Like,
You're
what? Like,
Yeah,
all right, go get the golden gloves then, nigga. I'm just trying to lose this gut.
Just show me your belt. Like, I'm just trying to keep my arms straight. Like,
I go to
I
Top
don't even
Golf.
read those DMs anymore. I'm just like, once I see it start with the, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man. Funny thing is, I've never been to Top Golf, but I can
Top
imagine.
Golf, yo, Top Golf was mad fun.
I've never been.
I've never been. It
I
looks
went to the
lit.
one in Jersey with I went with Nat and a couple of her friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was fun.
It looks fun. I've never been to Top
Like
Golf,
when you're
but I've
drinking
been.
and trying to swing that fucking like 16 or whatever fucking
Yeah.
thing, it's the funniest
But
thing.
golf is fun though. I've never been to Top Golf, but I have been like golfing like recently.
I've never been golfing.
It's like first off, golf is such a
That
it's a
shit looks
flexing
boring.
sport. It's such a flex just to be able to like golf regularly, right? Like if
Why
you're
is that
just
a flex?
if you're an avid golfer, I just like. It's an expensive hobby.
No, it is.
It's a very expensive hobby. Like especially
You're only good at golf if you have mad time.
exactly mad time and mad money. Like so, most people that you know that golf,
Are millionaires.
yeah, like have a lot
Or
of both,
very well off or connected.
or they deal with people who only conduct business
On the
like
golf
on
course.
the golf course.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
I like the fact that Rory and Maul did, I think the golf, I think it was with Alchemist and Larry June.
Yeah,
That shit was fire.
that was dope. But golf is fun though. But you can't post nothing on social media because as soon as you post one of yourself just swinging, just trying to have a good time, everybody turns into Tiger Woods in the DMs and they're like, yo, you know your leg gotta be straight.
Ain't nobody listening. Yo.
Listen,
I'm here to have a good time.
anybody listening, don't do that. Even if you are a personal trainer,
If you do it, I'm a curse
or
you out.
an avid gym goer, enthusiast, doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Stop telling people how to work out.
I
Like,
just want enthusiasm in my DMs, yo.
Like,
I don't
yeah,
need no
like-
critiques.
like, at least you went. At least you showed up.
Yes.
Do that.
Yes, yo.
'Cause me at the
Keep
gym-
going.
I'll see people at
I
the gym
see
doing
you.
something wrong, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be that person. I'm
Who
gonna let
wants
them.
to be that person?
I don't give a fuck. Do
Who
what
wants
you
to be
do.
that person, man? Like, I mean, I get it. Like, if you're doing something that might hurt yourself, yes, correct me.
I still mind- I
right?
still mind our
Like,
business.
let me know. But if you're just sitting there, like, you know, if you really want to get you swing right, I'm like, bitch.
Look, I've been working out since before it was popular, so I just mind my business a lot. I'm like I was the only girl at the gym for a long time.
Before it became BBL tune-ups.
Bro, I've been working out since what, high school. So when
Yeah.
I
Well,
was
you
always
did
in the
athletic
gym.
shit. Yeah.
Yes, I was always in the gym, and there was not a lot of women. Now there's just hella women. in
Because
there.
it's a social,
In their-
it's a social entry point to
in
get
their,
people interested in your life.
what are those called? The little
that's all
leotards?
you see. That's,
Yes.
that's all you see. That's
In
all
their
you see
wrestling
on,
suits?
on TikTok and Instagram. All you see is girls. And the funny thing about these workout videos is like it's never showing like the front view. It's always showing like them doing squats in their
Yeah.
ass. Like that's bro. Like if you're trying to work on your core and shit like that, like why am I looking at your ass?
But that's
You know why?
I mean, I get why they're doing
I
it.
thought
but it's
about
just
an
like,
OnlyFans with just like lingerie workouts.
lingerie.
What?
You wait, what?
You?
Fucking murder.
Why not? Men are creepy.
No.
I mean, you
Not
don't.
you.
You would make a shit ton of like you.
I mean, you would. I'm not. Yeah, I'm.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, you said what?
You'll quit the podcast and
Yeah, exactly.
Right, mad quick.
You be like, yeah, nah,
Because men have weird fetishes, and now all men like athletic women, and if she's not wearing, the less she wears.
That's not true. Not
I can
all
see
men
that.
like
I
that.
can see- I mean, no, I know a lot of folks who have OnlyFans accounts, and they're all
What would your OnlyFans
Different,
be?
right?
What would
they
your
all make
OnlyFans
great.
be?
My
Yeah,
OnlyFans,
if you had OnlyFans, what would it be?
I don't know. I like if people wanted me to pay me to like just like insult them or something. Like if somebody was into like humiliation kinks and it's just like, yo, I need somebody to just call, just tell me I'm a piece of shit.
Roast fan,
Like,
roast
I'm
fans.
like,
What would
I'm
yours
your
be,
guy,
Lo?
yo.
What would yours be?
Suggesting different hookah flavors.
That's it.
Boring, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little boring.
OnlyFans.
You wouldn't make no money, Lo.
I don't have like any fetishes or like I'm not trying to teach anybody.
But,
and
but,
shit.
but
Like,
that's
I'm
not
just
the
trying to
thing.
think,
You have to think
but I'm
of.
trying to think
You
of
have
like
to think
what
of
would
what
it be?
weird fetishes people have that you might could provide. Like, I think for Lo,
Oh,
weird ASMR.
Beard
Yeah.
ASMR. Okay, all right, there you go.
Or-
that's what I
I
was
think,
thinking
I
too.
think you pulled that
some
off.
type of stubbornness, like
Yeah.
a bitch that wants to do everything. You're like, no, I'm not doing it. And
So
like,
I'm just saying no
and
on
like
camera.
her, yeah,
Not
and like
gonna
her,
hold you.
and like
If
the
I'm
challenge
just saying
is,
no on
the
camera?
challenge to her is like trying to
Trying
get
to
you
get
to
me
do
to do
it.
something.
Oh, you know,
I
what would be
like
my
that.
joint.
I like that. I like
If
that.
somebody had to objectify me, yo, I think I'd make good thigh money. I think my thigh money's good, yo.
Your
Like,
thigh
if what-
money.
my thigh, like if motherfuckers was into some thighs and I had to just like wear
Bro,
some joints.
yo, on everything I love.
I'm saying if I had to be
Listen, I'll
objectified,
just-
yo.
If on everything I love.
First of all,
I'm talking about everything I love.
Objectification.
If you did that,
we're talking about.
He wouldn't tell us first of all.
First off, I'm never doing an OnlyFans account. I'm just saying.
Why
if you
not?
If I
did
needed,
that-
if I needed a little bit of objectification money, right? If I was just like, hey man, we selling just on my physical appearance.
Yes,
Just my physical appearance. Out of everything here, after doing a nice, what's you call it?
I would
Assessment.
actually be very jealous. Like those thighs belong to us.
I think-
those are our thighs.
I think the
those
thighs make the most
Those are
money.
say less thighs.
We deserve a cut.
I think the thighs make the most money, yo.
Those
But
are say
also,
less
wait,
thighs.
so OnlyFans, what I didn't know, call me ignorant. What I didn't know is that
Those are
it's
say
not
less
just sexual.
thighs.
Wait, what happened?
I said what I didn't know about OnlyFans is not just sexual
Oh
content.
no,
No, it's not. No.
So you can do something like
No, I would
cook
do the
steak.
beard stuff.
You can cook steak.
No,
You
cook
can-
fried
You
chicken.
can do anything.
You can
Hold
cook
on.
anything.
Cook-
You can do
cook
only.
my fried chicken.
Here's the thing. The thing about OnlyFans is that it started
As
as
a
like
sexual-
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. It turned that way in quarantine, in the
it's
pandemic.
It's a crowdfunding app. Like it's literally just
All right,
like
okay. I didn't know the history. Y'all
I
nasty
didn't.
asses.
No, it's not nasty. Like,
No,
Oh, no,
it's
I
like
didn't-
trainers
yeah, I
had
didn't-
it. A lot of people had it
Oh,
for
I didn't- yeah, I
content.
thought-
no,
it was
not
just
even
like-
even before that. Like I'm just talking technologically. Like I know a wrestler friend of mine. His name is Enzo Amore. He was one of the first like content creators like paid by OnlyFans to do stuff. He was a wrestler. He would do fucking like he would give wrestling seminars and like people who were
moves
like
and shit,
fans.
like,
yeah, like people who were like fans that wanted to learn how to wrestle without going to wrestling school. He would literally like teach classes.
That's dope.
Like on the joint, right? And that's the thing. Like the thing about technology is that like porn always dictates where people take the tech, right? Like there's a million versions of OnlyFans, but for some reason, I don't know who was first, like
The pandemic had bitches wilding.
bitches got on OnlyFans and whoever the first popular was, maybe like was Black China or something.
Nah, somebody
one of
before
them,
that.
It was one of them. It was one of them popular
Yo,
socialites.
remember? I
Whatever.
don't know if you remember this. Remember, like a bunch of OnlyFans pages leaked.
I mean, shit's gonna leak.
No, this is like that. No, this is
it's
during
like-
this is during this pandemic. But
Yeah.
it was like at least like 500.
This is the
accounts.
thing. Anybody who
Don't
says
ask me how I know that.
anybody's
Because we were all in a group chat. We all saw it together.
anybody who says there you go. Anybody who says like
We were
if
clicking
you
the
paid,
links.
if you pay this thing, nobody's ever going to see this. I immediately don't trust it. Like immediately don't trust it. I'm like, this is clearly gonna leak one day.
So
would you?
when I joined that the Raya app and there was
Okay.
no screenshots, I was like, I have another phone.
Well,
I can just.
well, they got
I
screenshot
wanted
technology
to.
now, though, so they'll know.
But if I wanted to, but also that's kind of lame too. to
it
just-
is. But that's
Like, why are
that's
you
the
helping
fun in
somebody
it.
who's not helping you pay some shit?
Yeah, like why am I fucking with you?
Like if I'm paying for someone's OnlyFans, why the fuck would I send it to you who's not paying?
Well, I mean, hey, like you my nigga.
No, I'm cool.
I don't know, man. People,
I mean,
like,
it's
you said
like
people
that-
are creeps.
Like,
Like, I'm
if
sure.
I had an OnlyFans account of like somebody that we were both like oh yeah, here's a login.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
I'm
not-
joking. No, I'm
like,
joking.
especially
But I get it.
if I knew the person, it would feel like I'm stealing
No,
money.
if, all right, wait. Now, all right.
It would feel like I'm stealing
If we
money.
didn't,
I'm
if
like,
we didn't know, if we didn't know
nah.
the person, just check. Yo, just,
Why are we sharing porn anyway? Like
It's not
we
porn.
don't need- sharing passwords or whatever.
we don't share passwords. Now we don't share passwords.
That's crazy.
I mean,
That's wow. We
Well,
don't
you
share
don't.
passwords now.
You don't got. Do you? What passwords of mine do you have, Lo?
No, I'm just saying like you've never shared a password with one of your niggas.
I'm saying with you.
No, nothing. No.
okay.
I'm just saying. I'm saying hypothetically.
Okay.
But I'm
I
saying
mean,
you share
know.
passwords with your niggas before.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah.
No,
okay. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Listen, all I'm saying is, ladies, there's a fetish for everything.
There
Fuck,
is.
Yeah, of
figure it
course.
out.
No, of
There
course, of
absolutely
course.
is.
Of course.
Figure
Don't-
it out.
Do not make those thighs public.
I'm just saying.
Those are our thighs.
Low. Give yourself. I'm talking about just objectifying, right? Give yourself a scan.
What?
If somebody was like, "Hi, I'm the czar of OnlyFans," and you are so popular for your fill in the blank, you're gonna make
No,
X amount of
actually,
what
Rosy,
part of your body?
Rosy, my part, my
What
beard,
part of
my
your body?
beard and my eyes.
Your beard? Okay, all right.
Oh.
You are a beard freaking
Yeah, my beard. and my-
aficionado. You got the
yeah.
most famous beard in the fucking North
Yeah,
America.
I do that.
All right.
I do that.
You would think that you think that's the best part of physical body?
I think I'm skinny as a twig.
That's true.
I mean,
You are skinny.
You know, I'm skinny as shit, but my eyes are fire as fuck. I got a receding hairline, so it's
Yeah,
like I
that's
don't gotta have a
true.
lot going
It
for me.
is.
But I
It
know
is.
I'm one of them niggas. Though.
So that's what you would do.
I love how you cleaned up. I was like, I
I'm
want
one-
to.
I still am one. Don't get it twisted. I still am one of them
It's true. Let
niggas.
the niggas know.
Like, don't get it fucking twisted, my guy. Like, yeah, I got some shit, but
So
like
you
my
would
nigga.
be your thighs and you'd be your eyes and your beard.
What would
Eyes
yours
my
be,
beard.
Rosie? I mean, that is
Yeah. Next topic.
kind of an unverified. Like, you don't need to.
You know. Like,
Yeah,
next
like-
topic. Next topic.
No, honestly, if it had to be like a non-sexual part, probably my lips.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I can see that.
Some yeah, I think I'm me a lot of them.
Like those lips or
These.
oh.
They have like a little.
But it's
cartouche.
an unfair
You gotta
question
let
to you
know,
because you're a
yeah.
woman.
Right, that's
Like,
what, yeah, like you can do
It's
anything.
Yeah, I can do
it's
anything.
Like niggas are so
You
fucking
can-
like greedy. Like you could do your hands.
You
Niggas
could do, yeah, like you
get
could
off to
literally
that.
go there and be like, yo, motherfuckers that are in their hands.
Right.
Um,
Oh my god.
You know
see
people with the
Rosie's hands?
feet. You know
Yeah.
the feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
feet thing is very,
people are
very
No,
fucking
doesn't
weird.
Weezy? Weezy always says she has a. Does Weezy have a feet thing?
I wouldn't be
She said-
surprised.
You would know, right? Was it
Mandy,
Mandy?
yeah.
One of them.
I wouldn't be surprised if either
It's
one
just-
of them. Yeah, that works. But that works for them. That's their lane. That's what they do.
There's like a OnlyFans like version like just for feet. not OnlyFans, but like you could like match celebrity. Don't ask how I know this. I'm not a feet person at all. But like you could match celebrities to like their feet or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I saw it in some movie. I forgot what it was.
No.
But no.
I don't know what that is. And also to me, I'm like, there's a fetish for everything. Like,
Okay.
1 in 8. That's how many people have worked at McDonald's and where some have continued their career. Where graduates of McDonald's Career Online High School program are now role models leading the next generation. Where aunties, uncles, cousins, and communities learn skills they can use in every aspect of life.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
1 in 8 have worked at McDonald's, and where you start stays with you.
I just learned Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome. At the end of your first year, they automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right, everything you earned doubled. All the cash back from eating at your favorite soup dumpling restaurant doubled. All the cash back from that trip where you sort of learned to snowboard also doubled. And the best part, you don't have to do anything ridiculous to get it. Nope, Discover does it automatically. Seriously though, see terms and check it out for yourself at discover.com/match.
Yeah,
Well, that's why I say
I find it so weird. I hear so much shit that I'm like,
it's easy to do it.
Especially for women. Feet have just never been like I love my ladies.
How do we get here?
I love Jasmine's feet, but I've never been like the foot. Like it's never been like the first thing to jump out. That's why I said.
for example, there's a couple people on Snapchat, right? I don't know who these people are, but they always ask me for pictures of my tongue out. Because my tongue's always out, so they're like, yo, just take one real quick.
There's a lot of weird ass motherfuckers.
They're like, I'll pay you.
You get a lot of weird requests like that.
They're like, I'll pay you.
Shit,
Send a picture with your tongue. I was like, how much?
I feel like
First of all,
I feel like if I ever like if people ever like just gone through like your homegirls DMs and just see what thirsty niggas just send them every day, like it would
niggas.
It would probably shock and appall a lot of people.
niggas, B.
Niggas
is niggas.
I forgot the name of that movie. What was the name of that movie? Like they switched genders and like that person like they just kept getting hit on and shit. They're like, how rude. You don't remember
talking
that?
about the Jack Black movie?
Was it the Jack Black movie?
Which one? Wait, which one?
Where he turned into the big girl?
I think so. Was it Shallow Hal?
Shallow Hal?
I don't remember seeing that.
Like it turned him into like a hot girl or something, and then like he was like some piece of shit dude, and he switched bodies with like this like good looking woman, and he's just like
but then he fell in love with the girl. No.
What movie is that?
No. He fell in love with.
What are we talking about?
She switched bodies. He saw her as a big woman. No, she was a big
What
woman.
are we talking about?
And he saw her as a hot woman. That was Shallow Hal.
Yes, that's Shallow Hal. I'm thinking about a movie where like a guy switches genders.
I
with
think
a
you
woman.
made that up.
I promise you, like this douchebag. Whoever's listening to this.
Oh, the one with Jamie Foxx.
I think a little bit of white chicks.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
What movie is that?
Was it Freaky Friday?
It was.
Oh, that was Freaky Friday.
Yeah,
Freaky Friday wasn't that.
Well, she switched to her daughter.
Yeah, that was.
All right, never mind.
Yeah.
No, God, it's gonna drive. Whoever hears this and knows the movie I'm describing, it's literally like some douchebag dude like turns into like a woman and like he gets hit on all the time, and then like he's just like, "This is fucking terrible. Like, how do you guys deal with this all the time?"
It's fucking
terrible.
It's an incredible name.
Gender bender.
Anyways, moving forward.
Yeah. Speaking of.
Speaking of what?
That was a wild tangent.
That was a very weird and wild tangent.
It was a nice. What was it? 40 minutes? That was like a 40 minutes.
We spent 40 minutes on that.
Just.
I mean, we talked about other stuff.
I mean, it's been a while since we just kind of like shot the shit.
Just talked about shit.
I was kind of enjoying it. I was like, it's nice to not have someone to interview. I was like, just talking about stupid stuff.
Speaking of stupid stuff, Dillon Brooks.
Dillon Brooks. Yo, did you get a diss record?
I saw you tweet about it, but I didn't listen to it.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Let me play this shit.
I seen a lot of people say, your phone's right there. I seen a lot of people say like that shit was fire.
He raps?
No, they were dissing him.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Who?
Not gonna hold you. It's kind of a good song. It's kind of.
Who's
I don't know who it is, but he sounds like T Grizzly. Hold on. Listen.
Start from the top.
Let's go. Hold on.
Is he a fan?
Dillon Brooks, he ain't even in the league now. Kick his ass out. Now they got him saying me after 8, 3 for 9.
It doesn't sound like T Grizzly. Is the beat?
Like, damn, how the fuck this nigga even have a job? 12 million in the Grizzlies getting robbed. Dillon Brooks, he was talking shit to Draymond. When I see he playing on, he turn the game on. Hella fouls, man. This nigga really bored. Should have known you was gonna flop like that shit you did in Oregon.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
I'm banging him. I'm like, damn.
You said that because he's on a T Grizzly beat.
Nah, like whoever that is from Detroit. Whoever that is from Detroit.
I can't. I don't know who made this record, but
like, okay,
shout out to him. I'm
like, let me
please credit this dude.
Let's dive into that shit real quick.
Are we diving into sports or just Dillon Brooks?
This whole Dillon Brooks conversation.
Pornhub,
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
Yo,
Why
the
you got
search
Pornhub like, bro?
He was searching the top.
Your search history said Pornhub?
He
That's your computer?
He was going through the year in review, and I was talking about the feet and stuff.
Jake over here
Like,
acting nasty on May
Jake,
4th.
Jake, I see what you're doing, Jake. I
Jake
understand.
got mismatched color socks and acting totally different.
It's because Lo and Rosy don't pay attention to the monitor. Like Jake has been
Well,
going
this is new.
through.
It's a new thing.
He's been going through the topics as we speak about them. So
No, so the whole Dillon Brooks thing is one that was hilarious.
thank you.
No, not,
I said
not
thank you like it was my song.
No, not you, nigga.
Thank you. I worked really hard
Thank
on
you.
it.
We took us a while.
I went to the studio for mad long doing this shit.
Made it myself.
Right. No, but like,
You know what I'm saying?
like
Grinding.
we always know how like jokes are better than facts.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, Dillon Brooks has been with the Grizzlies for like how long? Like I think like 5.
It gotta be 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
Gotta be, yeah.
I think the narrative of how they released him, or
6
how
years, sorry.
6 years. I think the narrative of how they released him and how they announced it was fucked up.
It was fucked up. It was definitely fucked up.
It was funny, but like in the grand scheme of things, that was fucked up. How they said that.
It was fucked up, but here's the thing though. It really kind of revealed what the Grizzlies are though.
And what's that?
The unserious franchise. They're a very unserious franchise, yo. They're very unserious. First off, like that's clearly like you're passing the buck onto Dillon Brooks. Like before the whole poke the bear comment, like the Grizzlies very much embraced that fucking attitude of being like the bad boys and the villains
That
and all that type
narrative,
of shit.
that
Like
type of energy.
y'all was all about it. Y'all was the second seed in the Western Conference this year. Like y'all had a good season.
Yeah.
Y'all just ran into like a fucking legend.
ran into a wall.
Right. Like you ran into LeBron James in the playoffs. Lesser teams have tried and failed. It's okay. But yeah, right.
It's just how you.
On top of that,
it's how you went about it.
Here's my thing.
Right.
Like it just now I think players are gonna look and be like, okay, like look how they did Dillon Brooks. Granted, he stunk it up in the playoffs. Like he was bumming.
And that's all I was saying prior to. I'm like, yo, it's not like he didn't do anything that crazy to exile himself from that team or from the league, period. So like let's put that on the table. But it comes down to the point of the narrative is you didn't perform when you spoke up and spoke loud about a player that's been in this league for about
There's a quote here
19
saying, Jake, what's the headline there? He said, quote, there was definitely some self-centered distractions
No,
That's
go
it.
down, Jake.
versus the Lakers discussing
Right
Dillon
under the
Brooks.
picture.
Yeah, you could do that, but all right, like we all know. I don't think anybody here could say, Dillon Brooks made some wise choices with this whole
Clearly.
that. But at the same time, like it is this man's livelihood, and you as a professional,
as a professional competitor,
you don't need.
you're
to.
supposed. I mean, I get what you're saying, but as a professional competitor, this is not outlandish to say. You want to compete. You're in the playoffs. You're the number 2 seed. You're supposed to poke your chest
Dillon
out.
Brooks ain't the first person to call out LeBron James.
Exactly.
Let's not make it.
We're not making that a thing.
That's why I think the Grizzlies are an unserious franchise for doing that. It's
What
like,
did he say about LeBron?
He said you're old.
called him old,
And
said
he's
he's
like,
washed
I don't
up, doesn't
respect
him.
anybody till they give me 40. Which is crazy because a couple games after that,
They lost by
LeBron gave him
40.
20 points and gave him 20 rebounds. Then they lost by 40 in the elimination game. So, yeah, he gave you 80.
Yeah, it's well documented. I've said a lot of things about Dillon Brooks over the past several weeks about how he sort of came at LeBron and just the way he's carried himself. I think
And then
one of the
hitting the
more,
trenches when-
I think
when
one of
things
the
got
more,
bad.
I think one of the more whacker things he did was
Whacker.
him, avoiding the media. After talking all that shit, because it's like, all right,
That
like,
right
bro,
there.
like you're at the end of the day, fuck what he's talking about. Like, you're a leader on this team. You're a leader. Like, you should be after win, loss, regardless. If motherfuckers want to talk to you, you're supposed to step the fuck up and talk.
And in the midst of that, you're supposed to hold yourself accountable.
Yeah, and-
You're supposed, yes, I didn't step to the plate. Yes, LeBron got the best of me. Yeah, I probably could have done things a couple different ways. But in the heat of the moment, I let my emotions rise to the table instead of my skill set. And there's
coulda-
nothing wrong with that
he
because we've
coulda-
seen it happen plenty
He
of
could
times.
have got in there and said fucking anything. Like, I don't care. Like,
not say
he don't
nothing
gotta,
is
to not,
ridiculous.
to not say nothing was to me was more damning.
Yeah,
It was
no,
like,
of course.
It was like, bro, like, you're a leader on this team. They follow you, man. Like, and Draymond was saying the shit too. He was like, yo, he seems so fucking clairvoyant. He was like, this is the reason why the Grizzlies aren't going to win anything because they're actually depending on this dude to lead them. And that's what he was.
I like that word. Clairvoyant. I like that.
It was clairvoyant.
So they weren't depending on. Okay, so Ja wasn't playing.
Clearly,
What?
Ja
Ja
was
was
star
injured.
player.
Ja's a star player, but based on what Ja was going throughout the latter part of the season, there was a thing that had to be. There was a person that had to step up and make sure this team was still on the right track. And Dillon was supposed to be that player, especially going into the playoffs.
But here's my
it didn't show.
Here's my thing. With Brooks, in my opinion, again, I don't know this person, or I don't,
Yeah, no,
you know,
I mean, it's all
but on the
speculative. We're just
outside,
talking.
looking in, I'm like, well, like Dillon Brooks, to me, and why I'm looking more at the franchise and less at him, is that like this shit was all good all year, or at least you made it seem like it was all good all year
Until
last year, until these last several months. Like you created and helped foster a culture where your point guard could talk crazy about being fine in the West. Like you don't sign no real veterans to really like hone these young motherfuckers in and be like, yo, we're not going out. We're not fucking pointing the lasers. We're not, why do you know what I'm saying? Even
We're
before.
not talking like this.
All
We're
that
going to
shit.
be responsible. We're going to make sure that we, we hold ourselves accountable. None of that happened.
All that shit. So it's like, yo, at the end of the day, they're players, and obviously I'm not going to continue to pile on them because I've done that already. Like when Ja fucks up, everybody is pointing at Ja. Of course, he takes it. When Dillon Brooks fucks up, yes, we're all kind of, why are you poking LeBron James, whatever. But when these franchises fuck up, everyone's just like, oh, well, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you empowered Dillon Brooks to be able to do all this self-centered distractions. You empowered John Morant to do all this type of stuff. And now, when this dude, who, granted, if you want to let him go, let him go.
Somebody's gonna pick that man up.
Of course somebody's gonna pick him up. But if you let him go, let him go. To say under no circumstances we're gonna bring this dude back.
That was wild.
It's like that narrative is kind of crazy. It's like you're supposed to hold
you let it go the entire season. You let it go right up into this point.
Yeah.
So it was detrimental to your franchise and your organization. And then now you're gonna dump him publicly.
Yeah.
And not almost, but under no circumstance.
Yeah,
That's that's wild.
When you say under no circumstances, it makes it seem like he did something that was so far
That's
fucking
what I'm saying. Like,
unforgivable. And yes, he talks some shit.
as does every other NBA
like he's
player.
a liability or whatever. But like, yes, he didn't play well in the playoffs, right?
And that's why
he played very well this regular season.
Okay.
He had a very good season.
Right.
Is he an all-star level player? No. But like for what your team was trying to do and what your team accomplished, despite not having Ja, despite the fucking the Instagram shit with the gun, despite all that shit,
And
y'all was still
number two.
the number 2 team in the West.
And you have to thank Dillon for a part of that. And
You don't even got to thank him. You just don't got to fucking shit on him on the way out.
Nah,
That's
right.
my only thing.
You're right.
Let the motherfucker go get his. Let him go get his.
Like I said, like at the end of the day,
his money elsewhere, but it's not for us.
Like at the end of the day,
Are they
like
gonna do that?
huh?
What?
Are they gonna do that?
Do what?
Let him go.
No, he's a free agent.
Yeah, he's a free agent. He's an unrestricted
thing.
free agent right now.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, like I was tweeting about this the other night. I'm like, yo, Dillon Brooks didn't do anything that crazy or even crazy enough for him to be exiled from the league. We're watching this story unfold.
Certainly not being exiled from the league, but the way the way the Grizzlies framed it, it made it seem like
yo, he did some crazy shit. We gotta
no circumstances.
We gotta sever ties quick.
Under no circumstances.
I'm like, bro, that's
none.
wild. That's
Like them
wild.
niggas basically said, like, yo, if the entire league ran out of shooting guards,
They wouldn't get him.
We not picking you up.
They're not re-signing him.
No, they're not
Part of
resigning.
it was that
Under
the
no
Celtics
circumstance.
offered him extensions during the season, and he rejected them and kept with.
See now, yeah, I read that story too. They were trying to negotiate.
okay.
They were trying to go negotiate. I think in the middle of the season, and They couldn't come to terms with a contract that he agreed with, and they said that he ended the talks.
I'm gonna tell you this, yo.
That's what I saw.
He's gonna end up on a good team next year,
Of course.
and he's gonna have a very good season next year. I can almost guarantee that shit.
But I will say this. I'm never
think he's
mad
gonna have a
at I
very
will
good
say this.
season
I'm
next year.
never mad at bullies getting bullied.
It's just like if you talk shit, back it up.
That's it. That's literally it. That's literally it.
I do think it was whack.
How they handled it, yes, it was whack. But
my
how
God.
how he handled his shit was whack too.
But my God, is that this record fire? Hold on, let me play that shit one more time. Hold on, I gotta run that shit back, bro. God damn. Hold on, let's get.
All right, no. Let's not. Hold on. Hold on.
More playoff talk.
Hold on. Cass, let's not pile on. Let's not pile on. Come on. Let's not pile on.
This is an objectively good song, Law. I'm not gonna.
No, let's not pile on. Let's not pile on.
If I knew nothing about the NBA, I'd still be like, oh, this shit.
Oh yeah, that's hard. Who is this man?
That's what I'm saying. Like, who is this nigga? I'm like, this is alright.
So now that the second round started, what y'all thinking?
Let me tell you something. Knicks in 6, easily. Not easily.
Is Butler playing?
I got Heat in
I don't know.
in
I'm
6.
sure he will.
I'm gonna go opposite of you.
You got Heat in 6?
Buckets is coming back.
I gotta wait.
Ain't nobody scared of Jimmy Butler.
But look how hard it was for y'all to win without him.
we didn't have Julius Randle.
Okay.
No,
He's a
she's
big
talking
deal.
about, she was talking about last night.
Well, Julius Randle just came back.
I'm talking about last night.
Yeah, she's talking about last
so
night.
what? A win's a win. It's the playoffs.
That attitude.
It's the playoffs.
Why should Hold on, first of all,
It is
you
the
know
playoffs. They don't give out style points.
You know what's
They ain't give out no
First
style
of all,
points. A win is a
we
win
was
in the
ruined.
playoffs. I'll
If
take
I
it.
was-
ruined for you.
I'll
If
take
I
it.
was a Knicks fan, I would have been scared at
Nope.
Jimmy's creepy grin
Nope.
on the
He never
sideline.
doubt.
He was over there
Never
like,
doubt.
Rosie, he got too much chip on
Never
that. He got
doubt.
too much dip on that chip.
Never doubt.
He got too much dip on
Alright.
it. Because going into that Miami
Never
arena,
doubt.
okay,
going into that Miami arena, y'all need to
You
see
mean
at least
MSG
one.
South?
okay.
We're all
What the fuck is MSG
You
South?
mean my?
What is MSG South?
Oh, he's
How
trying to
many
say,
New
oh,
Yorkers
New
are gonna
Yorkers
be?
live in Miami.
It's gonna. I bet you it's gonna be 75% Floridians, real Miami Heat fans, and at least 25%
Why is
New
that a
Yorkers.
factor? Why is that a factor?
Because ain't nobody
Why
scared
is
to go
that-
into
They're
Miami.
home.
Ain't nobody's gonna
their
go.
Y'all
home.
shouldn't be
Like,
scared. Y'all should be
always
scared of the
make
full
it.
team being
Yeah,
healthy
like, why you
on the
about
court.
fucking
No,
fans?
first off, they're not fully healthy. There's no Tyler Hero. There's no Victor Oladipo. Jimmy Butler
And y'all
is
still
a
struggling
good
with
win.
them. And y'all still
So
struggling
what?
with
They
them.
still won.
You still struggling
A
with them.
win is a win.
Buckets.
You're still
It's the
struggling with them.
playoffs. It's not about. It's
You're
not about
still
how you
struggling
win.
with
Now,
You're
if y'all,
still
if y'all,
struggling
no,
with them.
because if y'all would have like blown them out, then I'm like, oh
Then
shit,
it's like,
all right,
yeah,
cool.
y'all got it.
So
Y'all
even with
still
Jimmy,
Here's the
struggling
thing,
with them, bro.
but it's the same thing with the blowout too. I've seen teams get blown
I don't
out
like the
in the
blowouts.
playoffs and still lose a series. They don't. Them points don't carry over.
Just saying, take
It ain't
that-
style
I'm just
points.
saying,
Just
take
win
that-
by
take
any
that-
means.
Take that dip off your
Alright.
chip.
Win
Take
by
it-
any
take
means.
that-
okay, so
Take that dip
so
off your chip before you get humbled.
Miami, New York,
Take
Philly,
that dip
Boston.
off
Who you
your
got?
chip.
Philly, Boston.
Philly
First
got
off,
that.
first off,
Philly got that.
before you say that, Lo, the way you answered that, the way you responded to that is
So respond to what?
He's going back to Miami Heat. I mean, and
about this
Knicks.
Knicks.
I already know.
You're
this.
talking
he's
about,
taking
you're
it
talking about
personally.
before Knicks fans get humbled. Is that what you're
He's
saying?
taking
you
it
see?
personally.
He
He's
took
taking
it
it
back.
personally. Yeah, he's
Of
taking it
course.
personally.
Is that what you're
No,
saying?
he's
You're talking about Knicks fans getting
You heard
humbled?
what I said?
Let me tell you something.
You heard
okay?
what I said?
I think I speak for every Knicks fan.
I'm sure you do.
In New York
and y'all
City.
are delusional as well. But
It's not about delusion.
Keep going.
It's not about delusion. You don't understand. This is how I know you don't understand, Lo. And I'm gonna
What-
watch.
what am I not-
I'm gonna watch.
what am I not-
I'm gonna look at Jake's reaction every time.
What
I
am
say
I
something
not
to make
understanding?
sure that-
Please tell me what I'm not
What you don't understand right now
Is
is
what?
Game 2. I was in the building.
Is that what you wanted to tell us?
Listen,
Yeah, like,
let me,
he
can I
was-
finish my speech?
What? I mean, she interrupted you. I didn't.
God
He just
damn.
wanted to tell us he
I
was
know. You
there.
just want to tell us.
Game 2, I was in the building.
I'm the Aaron
I'm
Rodgers
trying to speak for Knicks fans, man.
The energy in the building, you don't understand. You don't get it.
Get it.
We take over. You know what we do.
Carmelo
So
was
that's
there, you was
so
there,
that
Spike was
25%, and Miami gonna take
They gonna
over.
do that
Big
shit.
bang.
Bong, bong, bong. Continue. My fault.
You ain't killing my vibe. Like I said, as I speak, I think I speak for. I think I speak for
Go ahead. We're sorry.
You can't whomp us every time because you have the control board. That's not fair.
He only does that when everything is against him.
Against him.
Like when we laugh and everything
Like a
is
true
bad.
Knicks
Yeah,
fan.
like a true
That's
Knicks
crazy.
fan. Like, fuck out of here.
I could just hold on. Wait a second. Wait, yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I got the mute button now. I was lit. Anyway, I was saying.
I'll get up and walk out this bitch right now.
I was saying.
Are we muted?
Do
No,
not.
you're not.
I think we're muted.
I do not mute me.
I can't hear you.
What?
You're talking to the guy with no headphones.
I was like, what?
It was a mute joke.
All right. Go ahead, Kaz. We're sorry.
I forgot my fucking point now. You just fucking
You were in the building,
fucking
game
railroad the whole
too.
shit.
You were in the building,
Oh
game
no,
too.
okay. You're talking
Yeah.
about humbling Knicks fans. Let me tell. All right, let me fucking finally get my goddamn point out. I was in the building and seeing fucking like John Starks in there, Carmelo Anthony in there, fucking celebrating, excited, all that type of shit. Knicks fans know that they're already playing with house money. You can't humble them this season. It's already been a fucking great season. Just for that vision alone, just for that visual of fucking Aaron Rodgers walking in, fucking Ben Stiller walking in.
Kaz!
No, wait, let him
What
go.
does it?
No,
I'm
let
gonna
him go,
let him finish. I'm gonna let him finish.
You got, but here's the thing. As great as those guys are when they walk in, when Bernard King gets in there, when Patrick Ewing walks in, Starks, as loud as it gets, it's already a good year for Knicks fans. If they don't win the chip this year, that's totally fucking fine. It'll be nice. It'll be a fucking the things I will do if these Knicks win a championship. I don't even want to imagine.
You're gonna go streaking!
I might. That's not out the question. Not out the question.
Jasmine, go pick you up. Get in the fucking
Right,
car.
baby, just
right
have
now.
the bail money ready, yo.
Nah, it's like
yo, if the
it's
Knicks
like-
go to the
it's like old
championship,
school.
yo,
Get in
it's
the
like
car.
have the bail money ready, yo. My record is clean. I will
Bro,
spend the night
okay.
happily.
Kaz,
Kaz,
you don't want to
you're
go
just-
there.
You don't want to go.
Let me
All I'm
just-
saying is,
Just
all I'm
win.
saying is
Just-
it's
just-
already a
just
good
have
season.
Just get a 2-1 lead before you start talking about
I'm not
streaking.
talking about streaking. I'm literally talking about.
Just get
If.
just
I'm
get a
saying
2-1 lead.
You're not listening to me.
I am
You're
listening.
just-
I am.
You're not.
I am.
I'm saying that to say, yes, it would be great if Knicks win the championship. I'm saying, as speaking for Knicks fans, I don't
He's
think
saying
you
they
can
already
humble
won.
them this year. Yes.
He's
thank
saying they
you,
already
Rosy.
won because they've gotten further than they've ever
gotten further
gotten,
than they've gotten in
for a
years.
while. And
the-
just
and the-
watching the support and watching everybody show
And
up.
the franchise
we
seems
know-
healthy
we know
for the
that.
first time.
Kaz,
No,
Kaz.
you don't know it. You
Why?
don't know
Stop
it.
screaming at me.
No, I can scream.
Stop screaming at me.
Oh, all right, go ahead, Lo.
Yo, that high
Make the
pitch.
point.
I could scream.
I understand. Like, listen, I've said this. Every time you're in the Garden, every time y'all win a home game, what do I tweet you? I know Kaz is happy. I know he's losing his shit.
It's not the point I'm trying to make, Lo. It's not about me.
So y'all already.
All right, let me translate. Okay, let me be the translator.
All right, so,
I was just trying to pick-
as a Knicks fan, y'all won already this season.
I'm just saying.
That's what y'all saying.
That's what he said.
Yes.
He said they've already won because every year.
Any logical Knicks fan will take this season as a fucking win
correct me
already.
if I'm wrong, Kaz.
It's a moral victory.
No, it's not a moral victory.
No, correct me if I'm wrong. Every year, like for the past 3 years, you guys have just gotten progressively closer
Yes.
to the final.
Yes, we know that.
So it
That's
means
it,
like
of course.
no, it means like even if they don't get past this round,
Yeah.
next year there's a potential they're gonna get to the third. You know
Well,
what
yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
mean, this
Like,
is the first time they've been in the
Now
second
you have
round.
expectations.
Yeah.
Now
This-
you're like,
yeah,
oh,
this-
And now
this
you're
is a good
excited.
team
Yeah.
with good health. The franchise is healthy.
Right.
They don't have no crazy contracts.
Hey, man.
Like your rookies look
This is the-
good.
this is
your
the
young
first time
guys
y'all
look
y'all
good.
dude Brunson is nasty.
Yeah, Russell, of course. No.
It's rocking in there. You got famous people coming.
Logically, everything.
New York sports in general is super fucking
No,
healthy.
logically, everything you're saying is correct. Yes, the stars have aligned.
Yes, the stars
It's
have
have
aligned
aligned
in
in
New
every-
York
in every
in sports
aspect.
that it almost never aligns like.
I understand
Even
that.
in 1994 when it was like Rangers Knicks,
Yeah.
and they both go to the finals, and it's rocking in there. I don't think it's as rocking as it is right now.
No, there's a different energy that the New York Knicks and New York sports as a whole is carrying.
I mean, the
right
Rangers
now.
did lose, but still, the
That's what I was about to ask
Devils,
you. So
the Devils is
Devils
still
beat
in
them?
there. Devils
Okay.
won. They're
The
going to
Islanders-
conference finals.
Islanders-
I think the Islanders lost too, but I mean, the Aaron Rodgers
Shout
shit.
to Jersey.
And just over.
Shout to Jersey.
And just the
Rangers
teams
are out, right?
overall. Yeah, Rangers out. They
Devils-
lost
yeah,
in seven.
Devils- yeah,
But just the
Devils are
overall health of New York sports has never been this good.
That I cannot.
I think.
That I cannot
Jake.
disagree with you.
Yeah.
That I think that is something that we haven't seen in over a decade. And it's something to marvel, and it's something to be proud of. Yes,
and
you
it's
are
longer than that if
absolutely
you're just a Knicks fan.
Yeah.
Like, it's way longer than that. You know what I mean?
So yeah, of course, like that. If we're like being real, like I can't take anything away from that attitude, from that spectrum, from that viewpoint. I wasn't in the building during that time when you was there the first 2 games.
Yeah.
I definitely was there when the Rangers last year when you took us to the game for like, I think it was Game 7.
I think it was Game 6 or 7.
Six or seven. Where the building was electrified. I feel like it might have been even bigger than what the Knicks have right now because the games were so potent.
Yeah.
So it's like I get that. Y'all energy is like I feel like we're in the 90s right now.
I'll tell you this:
So I definitely get that.
The first 2 games in Miami, the crowd was a little bit more, I'd say, like nervous a little bit, whatever.
Yeah.
Those first 2 Cavs games, never heard this place louder. Like when they knew they were gonna beat these niggas, like it was. Like I've been in the Garden a lot of times. Like it was. Like, I could understand why they were like, yeah, the lights were a little bright for us. Like, they were, you know what I'm saying? Like, when the Garden is rocking, bro, like, the way it's built, it's built on a fucking, like, incline a little bit.
So it's
built
like,
on a slant.
so you're looking down
And
almost.
and it's, like, circular. So,
The
like,
lights, the lights and, like, the structure of the building.
So, it's spotlights and the sound just, hits.
It's a Broadway play.
The sound hits in a way where it feels like you're watching a show. Like, you're watching, like, a fucking Broadway play or
It's New
something
York
like
City.
that.
Yeah, it's like the home of Broadway.
So it's definitely it's just a great time for New York sports.
And I love that. And I never
So
ever.
if the Knicks could blow the next 3 fucking games, I think I'll be mad for a couple hours.
Of course.
And then I'll just be like,
A win is a win.
next year, yeah, exactly. Like
A win is a win.
good, you know what I'm saying? It's been a good ride, but
Like,
fuck
you know,
it.
as much as I
We
hate
get him next
as
year.
much as I do hate the Knicks, I cannot sit here and act like you guys are not performing to a level that you haven't performed in a couple years. So I'm not gonna sit here and be that oblivious. Like, man, fuck these niggas. This and the third. I only hate the Knicks.
I'm about to say, you of all people will know how much I'm
that's
stressed
why-
out with these motherfuckers.
So that's why I love to see you, like, especially being there.
Yeah.
You know, last
It's
year, like
crazy.
during the pandemic, you weren't, and they weren't.
Yeah, like the first year I was working at
Yeah.
MSG, it was all Zoom. It was the pandemic season.
My point.
Okay, so
So I get your excitement. I understand your enthusiasm, and I'm not trying to shit on you. Like, I'm just talking from a strictly basketball level.
Yeah.
Outside of that, everything you said is 100%.
Okay, so from a straight basketball level,
That's all I was talking
I
about.
do think the Knicks do have like probably as good a shot as anybody, like to get to the finals. Like I think they have a good shot, as good a shot as anybody.
Now this is where we get a little like, nah, they don't.
They're playing a lower seed team,
Right.
the Miami Heat, who as great as Jimmy Butler played in his last
so
Bucks
if
series.
they get past the Heat, you think they're gonna get past Boston or Philly?
They beat. I'm not scared of Boston at all.
You're not
The
supposed
Knicks have
to.
been
You're not
busting
supposed-
their.
you're not
The Knicks been
supposed
busting their ass for 2 years straight, and Boston
What's
knows.
the season?
I hope this. I hope they see the
Playoff
Celtics.
Boston a little different
I
though.
hope they see the Celtics.
Playoff Boston a little different.
Yeah, they worse.
Don't poke the
They
bear.
worse.
Why? What was
Really?
what was y'all season series?
This year, 3-1 against
Y'all
Boston.
got
Really,
Yeah,
Cass?
we got
Because you
this.
said,
Okay.
hold on. What did you say last night about Boston?
Playoff energy is very different.
Boston, listen, Boston's a great team, but I have all the confidence in the world the Knicks could beat them in the semis.
I don't.
I have all the confidence. What's up?
Jason Tatum's soft.
He is soft. Jason
Why-
Tatum's
But
Where
he
did
gets
that come from?
buckets. Who the fuck?
like,
Wait,
where'd that
what's
come
He
from?
didn't
him
get
do
buckets last
to you?
night.
No, he didn't.
He didn't get buckets last night.
And guess what happened?
Jalen Brown got buckets,
And
who I think is
so-
the real.
so they
in
pick
my
up for each
opinion.
other.
I like Tatum. I think Tatum's
They pick
game.
up for each other though.
Tatum's game is super aesthetically pleasing, but like Jalen Brown, I think is like the real dog on that team.
Oh yeah, he got the dog.
Like,
in him.
Without a doubt.
He's
He
the
got
real
the dog
on
in him.
that team.
Shout out Jalen Brown, bro.
I think looking at the second round series right now and all the rounds are being played.
Yeah.
I think the Knicks and the Heat are the most evenly matched and evenly yoked series that we're looking at.
I think Lakers Warriors are pretty evenly matched.
Yo, that game one.
Lakers Warriors, like yo,
That game one, I was. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
I was in my feelings. I was hot
yo.
because I was.
Yeah,
I was,
money on
I
shots.
was,
You root for Golden State?
I was going for Team Light Skin, yeah.
Team dark skin.
And even though I hate Draymond, I was going for Curry. I love him.
I gotta tell you, man, like
But
Was that-
D'Angelo Russell was cooking.
Was that a bad shot? Jordan Poole. Me and Jake were talking about it earlier. He could have chopped up some of that space and got a better look. But
And listen, how many seconds do you have left? Come on, hold on.
I think it was a bad.
Was that a bad shot?
I think it was a bad shot in the sense of the amount of time that was left.
And how much
but
time
I think
was
it's
left
a
when he
good
took that shot?
for Jordan Poole.
He
I do
was
think
6
it's a
for
good
10 the entire night.
He had 6 threes that game. I think it's a good shot for Jordan. Like I'm not clutching my pearls that Jordan Poole took that shot. That's a Jordan Poole shot.
Yeah.
And he was open.
Yeah.
And like if he hits that, he's a fucking hero, right?
Now I'm clutching my
there was
pearls.
a lot
if
more
Curry
time
takes that.
left. No, I mean,
No, I'm scared. Yeah, I'm scared.
But
Like from the opposing team.
My second part of that answer is like, if you're Draymond Green and you're Stephen Curry, like, fuck if I'm getting double teamed. I'm getting the ball. Give me the fucking ball.
And
Like,
I
I'm
think,
telling you-
I think that's why that face happened.
Yeah.
I don't think
But
he
that's
was mad at the shot. I think he was mad he didn't have the ball.
But that's the basketball play though, man. They doubled him. They gave it to Draymond. They know Draymond not shooting. Draymond swung it to Jordan Poole. Jordan
Poole is the next best option.
He's a damn good shooter. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm not, again,
he
like,
could have took
I'm-
a couple dribbles. Yes, He
Right,
could've.
like Jake said earlier, you
Yeah.
could have ate up some space.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad at that shot because he did go 6 for 10. So there was a high percentage of him making that shot.
I don't think it was a bad
The only
shot.
thing is the distance is what everybody has is the upset part. Not that he took it. This is how
It did
far
feel
he
very
took it.
Carlton though. Like it did feel very like frustrated. Like I think that's why people felt some way about it. There's just something like there's just
That was-
something
that was a
about
per-
like
that was a perfect
deep.
reference.
There's
Yeah.
something about a deep ass 3-pointer when you got mad time left that just always seems
And
like
why
a
you
bad
took
shot.
it? Why'd you take it?
It always seems like a terrible
many other
fucking
things
shot.
could've
But
done.
see now, Curry did that
Unless you're
against
Stephen
OKC,
Curry. Right,
and they had a
unless-
timeout.
But here's the thing. You got to remember, like that game, it was a nationally televised game. The whole world, it seemed like the whole world was watching that fucking game for
I
some
remember
reason.
exactly where I was at when I saw that
When
game.
we like that was the birth of the double bang, right?
whole
Like,
world
Mike
was
Green first said bang, bang, all with a shot.
Sounded like he was about to cry.
Classic, like one of the greatest calls I've ever heard in sports history, right? For some reason, everybody was watching that game.
And I remember how he started off the broadcast like this, like in that play. He was like, they do have a timeout. And then 5 seconds later, hauls that shit up.
99% of the time, if he misses that shot, you know what they're saying? Oh, they should have called a timeout. Oh, they should have ran the play.
'cause they
Oh,
had one timeout left.
But because of that light-skinned nigga there, he made it okay for people to make that a good shot. But literally, right before he hits that shot, 99% of the time, that's a bad shot.
Yeah.
The day he hit that shot, everybody was like, that's a bad shot for everybody except him. And then Dame Lillard came. And then other people came. And it's like, okay, like then Jordan Poole is he's clearly not a Lillard or a Curry.
Right,
But like
yeah.
he comes from the YOLO fucking like
He comes from that lineage of not giving a fuck.
yeah, like just
So
letting them
so
shits
yeah,
fly.
yeah,
you know what I'm
I get
saying?
that,
So like
I get that,
so
I
it's
get
not a bad shot for him.
Yeah.
But you know, Steph kind of created a world where like you gotta even question it now, right? Like before, like if you I don't know, it don't matter what level of basketball you ever played in. If you ever shoot a shot that deep and you don't make that shit,
if I'm playing at South Brunswick High School
out the fucking game,
and I pull that shit from like 3 or 2 feet from the logo,
you better
I'm
make
banned
that
from the
shit.
gym.
You better make that shit.
I'm banned from the gym.
And if you don't, sup, get him out of there.
He looks sad. Aw.
But I fuck with Jordan Poole, man. He'll bounce back.
Listen,
He'll bounce back.
It happens. Like, yeah, bad shot, good shots. You miss
All right,
something,
so
you make
wait.
them.
My
That's
question
it.
was between
What?
all the teams still playing, which I got. We already answered the Knicks. We said Knicks in 6. Let's go back there.
Hold on. Let's get into this.
I do think the Celtics. I do. You know.
Yeah.
I have no fear of the Celtics, but I don't even have them winning this round. Like I think Philly's gonna beat them.
You
I
think
know, I
Philly's
do
gonna
too.
beat 'em?
I think
Okay.
Philly's gonna beat them.
I do
Like
too.
I
I do
think Joel Embiid needed a game to get his shit right.
Yeah, I think yeah.
James Harden stole one. You know, I mean, I don't know what the
it's one-
series
it's
will
one-
be
it's-
by the time y'all hear this, but
It's 1-1 right now.
it's 1-1 right now. But I think you give Joel Embiid a few more days to rest
It'll
and
be
recover.
what?
Yeah,
If this
it'll be
comes
all
out
right.
Monday,
They have
it'll
no
be
answer.
2-1.
Come out Monday
Two
morning.
one.
Yeah, it might be 2-1 by the time people hear this, but I still think no matter when the series ends, I had the Sixers.
So
going to the
let me
finals.
ask you, like you
My
were,
finals was Sixers Suns.
Let me
at
ask.
one
So
point,
speaking
but
of the
now-
Suns, speaking of the Suns,
Before pre-injury, it was Sixers Suns.
speaking of the Suns, you hit me the other day and said you had an interesting conversation
It was an interesting conversation.
with a certain individual.
Yeah. So
about team death.
okay. So I
Break that down for us.
so I played I put out I'll do my show Count It for PointsBet, And you know, I do a lot of these.
I love seeing that shit every morning too.
Thank you, man. I
Congratulations.
appreciate that.
I love watching that shit.
That. I put out a lot of these videos and about, you know, just the games before and whatever. And you know, I put one out about Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. Not necessarily about Kevin Durant, but just about
the Suns.
Just it was. I mean,
He's not injured though.
No,
he's not.
but you know, I don't.
Chris Paul is my fault. Chris Paul's injured.
So I was really just talking about like trading stars for depth. Right, that was my conversation. It was like, our team's gonna still continue to like take that big swing on that star player, seeing that in the playoffs recently,
You need depth.
you need depth. Like if one guy goes down, there's your season. Right at the wrong time.
Not to
right?
put you up, Ashley, Nicole Moss has been saying this to Brandon, like on her show, like, yo, you need depth. You can't rely on 2 or 3 players to get you.
Like you build your the ideal way you build your team is the Celtics and Warriors.
Yes.
You have 2 fucking supernovas. And
you have
Stephen
8
Clay or
dogs.
Jason Tatum and you have a bunch of dogs,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's ideally what you want. So anyway, I still have to say that came from a conversation of watching the Denver Nuggets, like, you know, just, you know, run the Suns out the gym. The first game, and then, you know, the second game, not seeing the starting lineup of KD, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, or DeAndre Ayton get really any help from their bench, right? A few hours before they're about to tip off for game 2, fucking Kevin Durant DMs me. And he's like, yo, like, I don't want to read it. But
this is
and I'll summarize the conversation by basically saying like, yo, teams aren't necessarily like just like they only traded me for 2 players. What are you talking about depth? Like, you know, they only lost Mikal and Cam. And I said, all right, I understand your point, but I'm saying without you, you're not getting any other production from anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys didn't really like fill up anything on the free agent market. You didn't, you know, do a lot of things. And he basically, the way the video made it seem was making it seem like it was a bad trade. Like the Suns shouldn't have traded for KD.
Okay.
And I was like, I didn't say it was a bad trade. What I said was, I think franchises are gonna not go for that trade in the future
because they need that depth,
right?
In case my star player that we trade for does not show up, or the other star.
And I'm explaining, and I'm telling him, and I'm like, yo, listen, like this is, you know, like look at your bench. You're not getting anything from anybody, right? Game 2 happens, and it's a short conversation. I don't want to.
No, it's not a big thing, but
you know, it was. I mean, it was kind of cool to hear from him. Like, not gonna front like it wasn't. I was like, oh shit, all right, this one hit. All right, let's get to it. The first thing I'm thinking. I'm literally, and this is not to make any fucking like proper like equal comparison, but like I saw a video of Stephen A. Smith talking about when Kobe Bryant would like call him and like ring his ear out like after games and shit, saying, "Nigga, what the fuck you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? Which was essentially the conversation me and Katie had like before the joint. So I was like, all right, this is actually kind of cool, but you know what I'm saying? I wasn't saying it in the sense that like, you know,
to disrespect or downplay or whatever.
I was just being honest.
It's an honest observation of what we see that's going on.
Nah, it was a good convo, man.
But that, you know, not funny thing, but you know the crazy thing is like,
Speaking of the Suns,
and what I've seen, especially with you, and especially like some of the things that I'm going through, I'm really starting to see that motherfuckers really do care.
They should.
And they should.
They should, yeah.
But like, when it hit, like, cause we care.
Yeah, exactly.
Cause we give a fuck. So when it hits that level,
yeah,
it's like, oh shit, I'm doing something right.
I mean,
and because it's a respect thing also.
Yeah, I think it's both. I'd rather it be both. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that too.
I think, especially in both of our arenas, like you with music and a lot of how musicians hit you up and how the athletes hit me up, it's like. You want it to be in a sense of there's so many people, there's so many voices,
there's so much noise
that do shit that if your shit cuts through, that where you're actually starting to build a rapport where the person even respects or acknowledges and respects your point of view,
right,
whether they agree or not.
Right,
they at least they
can have a conversation with you. However it ends, it's like, yo, I want to talk. Or
you want that more than you want fucking trolls or like you don't want that. I never want that attention. Like I never want to just do fucking like content just for the sake of this is gonna get the most eyes. Yeah, like I think anybody who's followed my career can see that. Like if I wanted to just go and just do the shit that I know the most people were gonna see and it was gonna be the most.
We know how to do that.
And the third, like
we
know how to do that.
Yeah, we know how to do that.
I always want to feel like I'm being authentic and how I truly feel about certain shit.
And it's
You know
like, yo,
what I'm saying? And if it connects,
if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, or if I'm right, I'm right. Like, there's gonna be people like that.
Oh, I fucking love being able to show how stupid I am. I mean, like that'd be my favorite shit. Like last week, I said, like I had a whole shit saying like the MVP conversation was done in February, and Nikola Jokic is going to be MVP.
Right.
I said that in February, and I was like, "Stop the voting! You can't stop him. He's getting triple double, second 3 years in a row. Let's stop acting like he's not who he is, and blah 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 blah." Which he still might be. I mean, he's fucking kicking the Suns' ass, but. You know, clearly Joel Embiid won the MVP. Yeah. I have no problem being wrong. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you're being authentic and you're not saying shit just for fucking shock value.
No. Like that's what I really, really love. Like, one, that's why I love, doing this with y'all, because I can say exactly how the fuck I feel, but it's not gonna change when I go to Apple Music and do Rap Life with Ebro and the Desk. Because like it's gonna be
And that's why people connect.
It's gonna be more polished.
Yes.
Because like we here drinking and this is what we do. Like y'all my niggas. Like and Ebro and the
Y'all
Desk.
drinking.
Well, I mean, I am.
Today. Don't do that.
Yeah, but it's gonna be we drink, but it's gonna be more polished, and that's why I can show two facets of like my opinion and my personality, because it's easier for me to be authentic in either place.
This is my goal for the rest of the year. We're gonna get Rosy on the same fucking wavelength, yo. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know what exactly that is.
We're gonna cut through somewhere.
Like there's gonna be some shit that like. And it kind of already is. Like I think a high majority of the people, not high majority, but I think a good majority of people like that listen and watch the show, like kind of come to hear your point of view on a lot of shit.
They hear us in different portals.
Right, exactly. Like they can see me in other places. But like if they just want to hear from you, it's like
that's why they come here.
This is where they go. So I'm like, all right, we gonna find that thing. And I honestly think, and I told you this after you got out the big house. I really do think it's comedy, yo. I really do think it's some form of
on the lowest of keys. You are kind of funny on the lowest of keys.
Yeah, like you're just you're an asshole, yo. But like,
you're a dick.
Don't do this.
You are a dick. Don't shy away from
your
it.
humor.
You are a dick.
Your humor is very like
It's preferred.
Don't take this the wrong way.
It's a preference.
It's lowbrow in the sense that it's relatable. That's your humor.
I like that. I like that.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
It's like you're the homie. Like you are the homie. Like you're the ultimate homie.
You one of the niggas.
Yeah. But you're also the homie to women too.
So you think my lane is comedy?
Yeah, relatable comedy, yes. Like very much like.
So what should I start doing? Skits and shit? Because I don't want to.
Why not?
I think you would be okay in skits, but I do think like your thoughts and like getting shit down on paper and getting like maybe like 10 minutes together and doing like
your thought process,
stand up or
your thought process has a sector of the world that is afraid to speak how you speak. And because you're so confident and you have this nonchalant, don't give a fuck attitude.
It's not just that. No. I think it's the relatability. I think you're just mad relatable to a lot of like.
No, but that's what I'm saying about her. Like there are people that relate to her but don't know how to expose it or don't know how to articulate it. And I think you're a vessel for that.
Yeah.
I think you articulate yourself very well without trying to be polished, pristine, and like watch what you say. You say the first thing that comes to your mind. And you're just like,
then you gotta stand on that shit.
Wait,
like, because sometimes you say it first, it comes to your mind, and you gotta stand on it. You're like, fuck.
Oh yeah,
I did say that.
I didn't heard myself say a lot of shit. I'm like,
I've seen it in action, yo.
Like,
who, me? Shit, when?
Nigga, we all have done it.
Exactly.
Yeah, we all have done it. I've seen him say some shit. I'm like, nigga, you gotta stand on that.
Yeah.
And then we just be standing on it.
You hype myself up to think it.
No, like there'd be times where I'll be on Rap Life, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck did I say today? And they bring back the clip. I'm like, fuck. I said that.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, let's get to it.
Yo, but here's the thing. Like, we're getting to a time now where, like, there's a humility and, like, there's a good thing about, like, just owning fucking up. Just owning being wrong as fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
you gotta just be like, damn, yeah, I fucked up.
Like, yeah, I
said that.
Like like some of the most popular people or the most successful people are folks I think are people that have just so openly like admitted and just owned
I
their shortcomings.
was wrong.
Yeah, like
I laugh about it. I be like, all right, I fucked up.
I'm like, hey man,
That's just like,
Oh, my bad.
I was-
What you want me to say? That's how I felt at the time.
Bro, it's
I'm like, at the time, I believe
At the time, that's what I said. I'm
At the
sorry.
time,
It was like some nights I'm like, yeah, I was bugging.
I was like, after showing my
bugging.
work, like at this time, yes, this is a very logical thing to believe,
like,
think, and say.
yeah, I fucked up.
But given new information,
I was wrong.
I was
I
presenting
was
this
wrong.
information.
My bad.
All right, but y'all are still not. So
What?
I asked y'all a question and y'all keep talking other shit.
What you said?
What?
I
Skins and
asked
shit?
just the whole
Hold what?
the series right now.
Oh.
Just pick.
Oh
pick.
shit, my bad.
That's it.
You know what?
said
Okay,
the
right
Knicks.
now.
So yeah, you go.
Then you said Philly. So now Western.
So I had
You saying Philly's coming out the East?
my
He
heart.
said
Here's the thing.
Knicks and then he said Philly out the East.
So we-
now
alright.
out the West.
I need context, right? Just so
No,
Knicks,
she's- so
just
she's
so Knicks
asking-
fans don't kill me.
She's asking who's coming out of either
Understand.
out of the
conference.
sec.
I understand
Yeah.
that.
Either conference.
I just want to provide context
Okay.
to make sure why I did not pick the Knicks. I'm just going
You
with
did
the
pick
same.
the Knicks.
You did pick the Knicks.
You said Knicks and 6.
Oh, in this series, yeah.
That's what- I'm talking about this
Oh, you
series.
talking about second
No,
round?
Oh, this-
this
yeah,
comes
yeah.
out Monday.
Oh, okay,
I'm
correct.
talking about this series.
Knicks
We're
and
gonna
six.
talk about it every week
I
until
got
it
you.
happens.
Got you. Thank you.
Good
Clarity.
job. Thank you. Thank
Damn.
you.
Knicks
Thank you,
and
host.
Well, now we
Thank-
know
thank
he's
you,
not
host.
expecting the Knicks to fucking make it.
All that shit he was talking, all that shit he was talking, and now the niggas say, nah,
Well, now we know. So what you say now is
fake
irrelevant.
ass fan.
These were
He said
my.
we already won. A win is a win.
I was
Like,
going.
Knicks ain't coming out. Knicks
I
ain't
was
winning.
going.
But they're
I
gonna
was-
make it out of this round.
I was saying,
All right, go.
prior to the Giannis injury, I had
Yeah.
the Sixers coming out the East.
Okay.
Prior to the Giannis injury.
I got you.
But fuck all that. I got the Sixers and Knicks both in 6 games.
Okay.
I got gosh, man. I got the Nuggets in 5. That Lakers Warriors series. I don't know.
Yo, that shit right there.
I don't know.
That's like
When they play Friday,
They play tonight.
or they play the night. Oh, they play at 10.
that's like a girlfriend and your favorite side bitch.
By the time
My
this
bad.
comes out,
I'm sorry.
Wait.
Think about it, though. Think about what I said.
Can I have some ice, please?
by the time
Because,
this
like,
comes out,
now this shit is hot.
Think about what I said.
I definitely heard what you said.
That's what that is.
by the time
They
this
both,
comes out,
they both equally as great.
I'm not. No.
Who's making it?
Why you not getting me and this nigga in no kind of bullshit?
God
so
damn
I
it, I
didn't
hate
know.
it here. All right,
Nah,
fine.
fuck that.
Well, for me, is for,
y'all
makes
stupid
sense.
as hell. I
good
literally
analogy,
just caught your analogy just now.
That was a
That's your
good-
girlfriend and
that
your
was-
favorite side
That was a
bitch.
good analogy. I'm not gonna lie.
Like your main and your other main.
That was a
I
good
think-
analogy.
I think LeBron and Curry, like, I don't know, man. There's something
It's
sort
one.
of.
It's 1-0.
There's something sort. That's the thing. By the time it comes out,
We'll know if
it'll
it's
either
like-
be 2-1 or 3-0.
Yeah.
All right. But I'll just say,
I don't think it's gonna be 3-0.
I don't either. I don't either. But just in case it is.
Just in case.
the whole
Thank you.
LeBron Curry rivalry got me feeling so like between like the blog era, like fucking redux that's happening right now with all that.
Yeah.
LeBron and Curry doing it again in the playoffs and shit. Like
Stephen A. said.
Remind me
on,
after
hold
after
on.
we
I
after
feel
we
so
finally answer this
nostalgic.
question
It's
because we
nostalgic.
never gonna answer these questions.
Yeah.
But remind me, I have something to say about LeBron after this.
Stephen A. said something very interesting.
I didn't even get to finish saying
Oh,
something interesting.
I apologize. My bad. Go ahead.
No,
No, my fault.
I was just saying, LeBron and Curry rivalry is like it's just really dope that like after all these years, these motherfuckers are still doing it. You know what I mean? Like I think it's hard for me to pick a winner because of that.
Yeah.
Like
So you're not gonna pick, is what you're saying?
I'll pick one eventually.
No,
I'll pick one
no,
before
pick right now.
finish.
She's asking for right now.
For right now, it's only gonna be 3
I got
games
the
in by the
Lakers,
time.
yo. I got LA.
It's
I'm
only
gonna
gonna be
take LA.
3 games in by the time this comes out.
Okay, all right.
I'm with you.
I got the Lakers, yo.
I'm with the
I
Lakers.
think the Lakers are deeper. I think LeBron wants this bad. Like he wants a title.
There's a different engine
He
in
wants
his
a
back
title
right now.
bad, but I think even more than that, he wants to go through that nigga.
I want to go
to
through
get it.
Y'all motherfuckers.
He wants to go through that yellow
yo, listen,
motherfucker.
if he
who has been the thorn in his side for fucking years.
Seem light skinned
Hey, yo,
though.
listen,
For
if-
years.
I'll say this
Don't
right now.
play with him.
If Bron gets through these niggas.
No, what you need to say is who you picking.
Oh, okay. So I'm
You said
picking.
LA.
No,
No,
all of
out
them.
the East. All right, so I'm picking I'm picking New York
To come out.
to come out.
Okay.
I'm picking Philly to come out.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick Phoenix to come out.
Oh wow, you think they coming back? Okay. All right, that's a bold
Phoenix.
take.
I'm gonna pick Phoenix. Like Phoenix was my original champion.
I had them coming out but
I'm gonna
after
pick
Chris
Phoenix
Paul
to
got
come out,
hurt,
and I'm gonna
Hey, yo,
pick
Durant, make something shake for us.
and I'm gonna pick LA to come out. And if Durant, if y'all win the championship, bring your ass here so you and Cass
Even if
can
y'all don't,
have
if y'all
this
make it out,
conversation.
come here.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
I'm
That's true.
banking on you.
But
I'm about to say, it'll probably come. You probably just get him regardless.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm like,
But yeah,
then-
like even if
you
you
said
don't win,
Lakers
nigga, yes, it'll be
or
very
Warriors?
nice to have you.
No, I said Lakers.
You said Lakers?
Yeah, I said Lakers.
Damn, I'm the underdog because I'm picking.
The Warriors aren't
I'm
the
picking
underdog.
Miami.
Oh, you picking Miami?
I'm picking Miami. I'm picking Boston. Don't do this. I'm doing Miami in 6. I'm doing Boston in 7.
Oh, you doing Miami in 6?
Okay. Wow.
I'm doing.
It's tied in New York, right?
It's tied. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna do Phoenix in 7,
Phoenix.
I'm I don't know.
and then
yeah.
I'm gonna do Golden State in 7.
You know that's what the NBA wants, also.
But
That
that's
script is
But that's
right
because
there.
because y'all are picking all the like. This is what I want. This is obvious.
No, I'm just
picking all the
we
underdogs.
picking off our preference.
I don't know. It
I'm
feels
picking
like
off preference as well.
I don't think the Warriors are the
So what
underdog.
happens in the next series?
in the
Huh?
next series.
Like, who?
Oh
the
no, no,
conference
we'll get
We're just
there.
doing
We'll
the
get
second.
there
Yeah, we're just
next
doing the
week.
second
Okay.
round. Yeah, we're just doing the
Yeah.
second.
I gotta get your picks. I got Knicks and Lakers.
You got Knicks and Lakers. I want Knicks and
that-
Lakers so
That's
bad.
not happening.
I want Knicks and Lakers so.
No. You want Lakers. You want Lakers in Boston. Lakers
No.
in Boston would be fire.
No, for
Nigga,
the,
you're not even
for the
picking your own.
zillionth-
You're
for
not even
the
picking your
zillionth
own
time.
team.
If people would let me get my context out.
You right.
It's
You
like,
right.
yes.
You right.
My heart, yes, of fucking course. I
Yeah.
want the New York Knicks to go
But
to the goddamn
logically, you're
finals.
like, I know.
I'm just saying, before the playoffs even started, I had a Sun Sixers finals.
I had the Suns. I don't know how out the
Guys,
East, but I had the Suns.
But
Yes,
once Giannis got hurt, I said, "Oh,
That's
bets
what
were
it was.
off.
That's what it was.
All
All right.
bets were off."
That's
I'm
the
like,
Say
same
I'm
less,
playing.
fam.
Yeah,
Next
that's what
week.
I'm toss up.
Next week. Before round, I think before rounds was over, right?
The conference
It might
finals.
be, yeah.
I call it round 2,
At
round
worst-
3, and then
at
finals.
worst,
I'm
It's first
sorry.
round, second round, third round.
At worst, Phoenix might be swept by the time.
I think we
this
should make friendly bets next week.
Like money bets.
Whatever bets. It could
Okay.
be something stupid where we can make Kaz wear a jersey.
Did you win your bet against Rick Onion?
I did beat Riccone, and
We
he,
could- we
will,
could
he will
make-
pay. He will pay his
we
due
can make
very
Kaz
soon.
wear a Heat jersey
yeah.
if they win.
That's not detrimental enough.
To him, it is.
I don't want to wear no Heat jersey.
They just beat his
wanna wear a
team.
jersey.
We're gonna make him wear a
Alright, well,
Butler
alright,
jersey too.
All right, so by next oh, he's upset.
So we'll make a bet. So we all gotta do some weird shit on the episode.
Well, all right,
after.
we'll brainstorm it for next episode.
Okay.